We are back with Fargo's own talent agent, Natalie Sparrow. But really, as I said before, we like to think of you as a jack of all trades.
Kind of.
You do a little bit of everything in the beauty world, and just so that we look good, feel good, all of those good things, Natalie. So, but today, or at this point, we're going to talk a little bit about photos. Totally new world out there in taking photos. And so, you know, you can look back at the Polaroids and whatnot of our, you know, when we were little,
Yes.
right? Okay, and you had to develop pictures. Well, now everybody's walking around with their camera because it's right here.
Right here, at our
It's
fingertips.
Right. So everybody's taking photos. So you almost, not that we need to be in photo ready mode all the time and be looking fantastic, but give us a little bit of tips on when we do take photos, what you maybe want to, you know, how you want to present yourself, and how we should stand, and how we should hold our head, and because there's some goofy photos out there, let me tell you.
There can be. And one of the things I feel is we can be our own worst critics. So we're always harder on ourselves. So if there's anything that we can do to do things to help us feel better about ourselves, here's some little tricks that we can do. So the number one trick I always tell everyone is hold the camera up higher.
Up high.
Oftentimes, and even when you're taking a photo of somebody,
high.
yes, oftentimes people are holding the camera like this.
They do.
And really what you want to do is tilt that camera upward. The other thing is if you tilt, the way you tilt your camera and how you angle it is a big deal as well. Because if you tilt it this way, it can give you almost this fisheye lens. So you want to be careful how you're tipping it. Or this way will actually give you this, what we call a nostril shot. And looking up like this.
Nobody wants that.
No. So you want to keep it at an angle and a little bit higher.
Sure.
Okay. So I always say about a little bit higher than shoulder width is if you're taking your own selfie.
Okay.
If you're taking a photo of somebody else, hold it up higher and just tilt the camera just very subtly. Okay. Now, as far as posing goes, I see a lot of people not sure what to do with their hands. Oftentimes, we're so nervous that I see a lot of people doing this. And can you see how this makes somebody look a little bit nervous? Or they're holding in and they're squinching. They're clenching their fabulous muffins.
I do that is I'm trying to cover up the muffin top right there.
Okay, so you don't want to pinch it, never pinch it, but you want to kind of break that wrist a little bit. I call it the Barbie wrist, and just let it settle.
Oh, Barbie.
Very softly, yep, and a little bit lower than where your wrist naturally is.
So really like.
So this elongates now, and if you turn your body subtly, okay, so your knees go sideways.
I know, now.
I know, my hips are sideways, my shoulders are forward. This will give you this. Yes, twisted effect, as I call it, or an asymmetric. Okay. So when you create an asymmetric like that, it elongates and then gives everyone this like lean effect. And a straight-on shoulder is a lot more wider, so you want to turn that shoulder just ever so slightly.
Oh yeah, big difference.
So you're breaking that wrist, yep, and then suck and tuck.
Tuck. Okay.
Yes. So you suck, you tuck, you turn, you twist. And then you shoot.
And then you walk down the runway, but
and
not me.
No. And you know, at the end of the day, you can do all these fun things and twists and turns, but if you just love on yourself and feel good about yourself and just say, you know what, let's take a selfie and we're going to rock it.
Exactly.
It makes a big difference what you're thinking in your head, which will come across the camera. I always say, the camera smells your fear. So just love on yourself is probably the most important thing to do.
Okay, that's a really good tip. So what about like if you're taking a family photo? So like yesterday I shared with you, and I mean, there's nobody else around. It's just our family. And so there's 6 of us because, and we're gonna take a selfie because I don't wanna leave anybody out.
Right.
Right? So that, I showed you mine.
Oftentimes I see many people trying to take large groups with a vertical camera.
Right.
And it's better to take it horizontally and your camera on the left side, right? So that makes it that upright. So try to, once again, have that camera, whoever's taking the photo, lift that camera up so it's right above their eyes.
Sure.
And then tilt it just a little bit.
Okay.
And that's going to give them a very nice, collective family view, and everybody's going to be required to lift their chin up. So it gives everyone this nice elongated chin versus looking down, which gives us the shadow chin, aka the double chin.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, these are all fabulous tips. And so everybody's going to have great photos here on out. I actually do see a lot of people are very good at it, and a lot of people are practicing their photos. So, but anyway, great tips. Love it. Natalie, thank you so much for being with us. And I love how springy you look today.
We look good together.
Thank you. Yes, we'll have to take a selfie before we
will
wrap up. So anyway, coming up on today's show, we're going to add more sparkle to your days with beautiful jewelry. Stay with us.